the store. We are making samples, and I just wanted to showcase our new wreaths that we got in stock yesterday. These Boxwood Wreaths are super easy for decorating indoors or outdoors. My favorite is just to add this to my front door to decorate seasonally with our signature sign. So today I just thought, since we're making this anyways, we might as well go live just to show you how simple our DIY kits are. So in this Boxwood Wreath DIY that you can order online, we will put the link below after we're done the tutorial. The Boxwood Wreath comes with a piece of wood, a stencil, 2 foam brushes, as well as 2 paint colors. So the standard color that comes is slate. It's a beautiful gray color, and then we have our white paint as well for the lettering. So we've chosen to do slate as the background color. We've already base coated that with 2 coats. The foam brushes are super easy to use too, easy to wash up and keep for future projects, or you can discard them, totally up to you. And it also comes with this burlap to hang as well, and I can show you that too. So if you guys have any questions, if you are watching us live, feel free to post any comments. Let us know where you're watching from in the comments on Facebook there. So 2 coats, and then the sandpaper that comes in the tutorial in the kit as well. I'm just going to sand it down so it's smooth to the touch. And you can see it's a little bit dusty, but you don't have to worry too much about removing the dust, because the stencil adhesive on the back will actually remove that too. And this paint has the durability in it to hang outside. So
one question was, what size is the wreath?
The wreath measures 19 inches in diameter. It actually does look a lot fuller than that. So from far left to far right is about 20 inches, and the center diameter is 19. The back of it is a grapevine wreath, and you can see how plush and full it is too. So we're really excited to have these in stock. It's one of our staple items that we love to carry, but this is the new Homeworks Etc. wreath that we had made specifically for us.
Paula's watching from New Jersey.
Oh, hi Paula! So with the signature sign here, the one thing is you just want to make sure that it's super smooth to the touch before you apply your stencil. I'm just going to rub the top of the stencil here. And that just ensures that all the centers of your stencil adhere to the transfer tape, because the next step is going to be to remove the backing. Probably should have put my glasses on for this. So I'm going to do this nice and slowly just to make sure that there's nothing on the back side. All the details stay on the front. And then I prefer to put my wood down onto the stencil. You can just line it up a lot easier. So the stencil is cut the exact size. Whoops. There you go. And if you, a little bit of other option is to do it this way. I do prefer going the other way and putting it down. And then you just want to rub the adhesive and peel off the transfer tape. Now you want to do this slowly as well, because you want to make sure that all the centers of your stencil adhere on the wood. And if there's any of the stencil that's not covering the wood, you can reuse this transfer tape. So mine is lined up pretty good, but might as well reuse it if you can. And again, it just helps with the paintbrush, so you can paint over the edge and you won't get any extra white covering that background color. So tips to stenciling, you want to make sure that you use very little paint. So I'm going to remove all the excess paint off of the foam brush. The foam brush is going to absorb a lot of that. And again, just a left to right. You can stipple up and down, but I don't really prefer the texture that gives. So I like to go side to side. And again, you don't need to use very much paint, and don't press too hard, because what will happen is that paint will want to go somewhere. which would be under the stencil. So we don't want any paint bleed at all. So super light, you can see I hardly used any paint. And don't worry about not having a solid finish on there, because the second coat will give you that look that you're going for. And in fact, sometimes if you're looking for a more rustic look, you can just leave it with one coat and then do more distressing. So that is up to you. We give you a ton of paint for this project. So if you would rather do the white background and the gray color for the lettering, that's up to you as well. And then you're gonna have lots of paint left over for more projects too.
Angela's wondering where our location is.
Oh, we're located in Langley. So we're in the Boxwood area of Langley, BC. We have a lot of customers across Canada and as well into the United States, and we ship everywhere. So these kits, over $150 purchase too, qualifies you for free shipping in Canada. And I want to say it's $200 for the United States. Yeah, the Langley area, we're at the corner of 208th and 40th in the Boxwood area. We're open to the public Monday through Saturday, 10 till 4. So you can pop by the store. You can shop online as well. So this dries really, really quickly. You can see already that I'm able to touch it. It's got a little bit of residue on my fingers, so it's not completely dry yet. So I'm gonna just wait another minute. So if you have any other questions, feel free to post those in the comments. So maybe while we're waiting for the paint to dry there, I'll just showcase. So this burlap comes with your wreath. The easiest way to hang this is just to loop around the top. Now you can get fancy, you can tie a knot in the top there. You can fold it in half if you want the burlap to look a little bit thinner. So on my front door, I would rather use burlap. I avoid any hangers because that seems to scratch your front door. So with this burlap, once you have it positioned the way that you like, I actually just take a screw and screw it into the core of the door at the very top. That eliminates having to use the hanger. It's super clean from the front. And then any excess burlap that hangs on the interior, you can just trim that down. And I use the same burlap year round. So you can just adjust it, remove it to change your sign, and then it avoids scratching your front door too. In the store here, we've used an old window pane that there's no window in there anymore, so you can hang this in the interior of your home as well, and it looks really, really pretty, create that farmhouse look. So this is completely dry now. I'm actually not even gonna use any extra paint, and you can see that that second coat makes such a huge difference. So the brush has dried out a little bit, so I've just added a little bit of excess paint, wiped everything off on the container. And it doesn't have to be pretty, and literally you don't even have to feel like you're creative to be able to complete this project. It's really just about following the steps. And super simple, right? So that's 2 coats. We're gonna let this dry. The paint that we're using is Homeworks Etc. acrylic paint, so it's a water-based paint. It has some durability to it, which is great, and really easy to stencil with. And what you're gonna see is, once the paint is dry, you have to wait for it to be completely dry to the touch, and then I'll remove the stencil so you can see what that process looks like too. And I just realized that we need our toothpick, so I'm gonna grab that to pull the centers out. And we do we have that picking tool? That's okay, Madison. Oh, Colleen just magically showed up. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Look at all the behind the scenes is here helping me out, so thank you. So this is the frame, and you can see we have the Hello Summer. So in the kit also comes with 2 pieces of string for you to tie on your sign to the Boxwood Wreath. Lisa's like, thanks, Vanna. Pass this over. Oh, it's gonna fall right on.
Oh, got it.
There we go. Thank you. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry. It is best just to let it air dry. If you were to take a blow dryer to this, what would happen is it would activate the adhesive in the vinyl, and then that adhesive would just stick to the base of your wood. So do avoid using a blow dryer to fast track for this process. Our signature sign subscription box, we have a subscription box that comes with 3 of these signature signs, so you have 1 for every season. And it's a quarterly subscription, so 4 times a year you get 3 new signs to swap out the front of your wreath. The wreath is an additional purchase, but the signature signs will just automatically get shipped to you 4 times, and after the 1 year, then you'll have a sign for every month of the year to decorate, and it comes with new paint colors as well. I wonder if we have this month's subscription.
It was that sign, and then the other 2 are right here.
So it came with one for Canada Day.
I'll show you, I'll get the States one too for you.
Yeah, so Canada Day is the 1867, and then we have the generic one, Welcome. We do tailor this for the US and for Canada. So if you are a subscriber from the US, then we also have 1776. So you would get this sign instead of the Canada Day one. So very patriotic. And if you love the seasons like I do, it's just really nice to be able to switch up your decor. So this is already dried. So I'm going to just take a corner of the vinyl and peel off. It's a one-time use only stencil. So that vinyl is gonna rip and tear. I'm gonna have to put on my glasses for this. And that toothpick is just used just so that you can take that point of the stencil and use it to help you remove now that one's not gonna come off. There you go. So there you have it. That is the sign that we're going to be hanging on our wreath. I shall move that to the side. So that is completely dried to the touch. Now we're going to just take our jute and tie it in a knot. On either side, and we'll adjust it later. So then when you decide to switch up your decor, you just release the loops of this sign and put it on your next sign. And then I'm just gonna put the wreath over top. Okay, so I'm just gonna tie that and put up this side, and you can adjust it once I've tied it up there. Okay. And there you have it. So our Boxwood Wreath signature sign combination. Again, you can purchase this individually, or you can purchase the signs with the subscription with the add-on of the Boxwood Wreath. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, and we'll also put the links in the description as well.
Paula says that's awesome.
Oh, good. Thanks, Paula. Paula is a subscriber with us.
From New Jersey.
From New Jersey, yes. Okay, awesome. Have a great Friday, you guys, and we will check in with you guys next week with another tutorial.